said a favorite color yellow. It looked good on her dress. Trying to be slim, thick, nothing less. But she's falling in and out of love. Her heart was broken. Wonder if your summertime crushes even notice it burns in July.
Hi, I'm Alia. I'm a college student who just recently escaped from the shackles of Zoom University. Right now it's summer in the middle of May, although by the time this video actually gets out, it'll probably be June because of my morbid procrastination. But it's a good time right now to do something impulsive, something a little irrational. And before you say skinny dipping, what I mean is, it's a good day to change your life. Now, changing my life is something that I've thought about for a really long time. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but I've always thought that something's either missing or inadequate or just not really right. So what better time is there than right now to change your life? It's summer and it's Rona time, which means I have double the amount of nothing to do. So there's literally no excuse not to take this opportunity and do something fun and new. That's why I'll be starting this series on how I plan on changing my life and documenting the process through YouTube. I hope you come along for the ride. Maybe we can even do this glow up together, bestie. So after some intense planning, I've highlighted a 13-step plan on how I'm going to do this. And the first step, switching up my room. Now before you raise those eyebrows at me, let me explain my mastermind. You see, environment is everything, right? Like how your productivity skyrockets in a library, but then you're a literal sloth at home. Like why eating a burger at a fancy restaurant is high class, but when I sit on the curb of McDonald's at 3 a.m., I'm suddenly having a midlife crisis at 19 years old. Are you picking up my big brain energy? Because I feel like this is real ingenuity right here. Now I am a broke college kid, so my room makeover is going to have to factor in my sad lack of money. So that means no $1,000 makeovers or anything too fancy like that, because my piggy bank, she's struggling, and my bank account, she's kind of drowning in debt. But along with that, guess who's absolutely horrible at budgeting and taking care of her finances? So for fun, I'm going to have a money tracker here to see how much I spend on my room.
And I have a feeling that this might backfire on me and be used as evidence in a court of law for when I complain about having to eat ramen every day for a month in the near future to my parents, but
we'll burn that bridge when we actually get to it. So her room is structured like this right now. There's a door, a closet, and 2 windows. This room isn't actually that big, but I really like that about this room because my current room is a little too big and there's a sort of pervasive emptiness about it that I feel like just doesn't vibe too well with me. Or maybe college dorms have just completely ruined my perception of big and small. Anyways, I'm gonna have my bed in the corner and I need a desk to work on, but everything else is free real estate. Whatever furniture I get my hands on, I'll prop up in here and we'll see. So like any regular old room makeover, we gotta start by cleaning the old room. And because I'm coming back from college, I have double the amount of stuff. So here's what my old room looked like. There's no difference between this and what happens when a tornado sweeps through a room, but I digress. Now my old room had a couple of things that I really wanted to change when I moved into my sister's room. So the first thing is the color scheme, because I feel like my old room is very dark and kind of depressing, and I'm a little princess at heart, so this is not gonna vibe with me. Like, I feel like my 90-year-old grandmother could live in here. So, conclusion, we're gonna switch up the color scheme and we're going to personalize my room into something that's uniquely me. So cleaning all of this up took me about 5 hours of organizing and kicking up dust and triggering my allergies. Like, you can see some of the dust here, man. So pro tip for anyone who's using this as reference, make sure to clean up and dust your room well, or else your allergies are gonna go haywire like mine. So organizing has cost me $3.99 and 5 hours of labor. I'm gonna say my labor is worth $0 because it kind of is, so right now we're at net 0. Now during this 5 hours I didn't even look through all of my clothes and stuff like that, because that will be the next episode coming up. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss it when it comes out. Now I was surprised with how easy it was to just switch rooms with my sister. Except that I am a stubborn Taurus and I didn't really want anyone helping me move my stuff. But you gotta admit, it feels really good when you superhuman all of your furniture into your room and you feel like an independent grown woman who's gotten her first apartment. Like there's some sort of power there, you know? Although I did probably spend 30 minutes trying to get that desk past the hallway because there's a little turn and the dolly didn't really want to work with me. Also, it's a good time to mention that I will probably be in pajamas 10 times out of 10 in this video, so excuse my grandma attire. Now I was already feeling much better at this point for moving into the new room because it's just very refreshing and it's very exciting to see your room change before your eyes. So here's a quick inventory of all of my furniture that I'm moving in. There's
1 Ikea Kallax tall shelf, 1 Ikea Kallax cube shelf, 1 queen-sized Ikea bed, 1 Ikea Mick desk, 2 Ikea rolling carts, 1 furniture ottoman, 1 Ikea pegboard combination, 1 Ikea nightstand drawer situation.
I think you might be seeing a pattern here, but rest assured that it's just a healthy obsession with Ikea. So cleaning everything in my room was kind of fun because I got to try a lot of new things. Like these vacuum sealing bags are magical. Like I never thought I'd use these, but I honestly love them. It sucked up all of my winter coats like it was nothing.
Can you tell me why I'm down? Yeah. No friends of mine around. Yeah. Now I'm thinking might have caught the June blues. Yeah, I wanna try myself.
Now it's time to make my room me. What's more me than something that I create? The inner humanities lover in me really wanted to paint, so that's what I did, even though I am a horrible painter. From 5-hour session, I produced 2 usable paintings that I actually liked enough to hang on my wall. And I have so much respect for painters because this stuff is really difficult. Now this was a really good day with some really good weather, which meant it's a good day for an Ikea visit. So I got some decor stuff. I also bought this plant. It's called Calanco.
It was a really pretty yellow and I felt like, it was pretty cheap and I love flowers, so.
Really quickly going back to the money tracker from the old Facebook marketplace, which I actually love. It's like a newer, more advanced Craigslist that's far more user-friendly. Although to be fair, the first Apple app was probably more user-friendly, or at least more pleasing to the eye than Craigslist. So from the old FM, I got the 2 Ikea shelves here for $65, and the seller threw in some of these blue cubes for free. And this Ikea desk I bought for $40, and this lamp I bought for $25. Now I was very, very lucky to meet a woman who was super desperate to get rid of her stuff and had a free yard sale nearby. I went ham on that. And when I say I went ham, I did. My car was filled to the brim, as you can see here. From that lady, I got the Ikea pegboard, these wooden containers that kind of matched the birch look of my shelves, and these 2 rolling carts, all for free. So I was very lucky there. Now, during my actual Ikea store visit, I spent around $50. In other news, my brother stole my old desk chair, so I had to get a new one for $40. Now that sets the total amount I spent on furniture at $195. For some reason, my sister didn't have curtain rods in her room originally, so I spent $40 on window treatments. I also bought this backrest because they were having a Memorial Day sale, and I got it for like $10 after some promotional coupon wrangling. And I also bought some other decorative stuff. So the actual total amount of money I spent is $260. I have no comment for how I managed to spend this much, even though I got half of it for free. I did warn you that money kind of evaporates around me. Now, apart from doing a room makeover during this time, I'm also starting out YouTube, so it was definitely a new experience to say the least. Remembering to record, figuring out angles, that was all very, very new to me because I'm not someone who has a background in photography, cameras, or even video editing, so all of this is my first time. If you see some editing or some shots that you really don't like, please be kind to me in the comments. Now this is a moment that you've all sat through all this time for, and that is the final shot of my room completed.
I wanna know your name. Baby, you're bubbly and radiant. You got some flavor and I'm trying to savor it. Palm gripped on the fruit, sipping on that juice, like skateboard P and Diddy. Finna get loose. Ooh. Pardon me if I flake on occasion. Daylight when I'm more like Michael Sarah. Never was the type to feel like singing. Never was the type to go and take it. Gentleman, the way my mama raised me. Yeah, she's praying for me since I was a baby. Now my life is orbited by angels. Now my life's obtaining on the paper. Yeah, Acura, take a spin on the back row with your hands flying out the window with you. Ain't nothing but mileage, I'll pick you up.
Now here are some of my final thoughts on this project. So I think that this room was a really nice change of pace. Everything's a little brighter and I feel a lot lighter and airier. I feel like it's been a great experience, really allowed me to be creative, which I am a STEM major. I've been making my bed a lot more often, which means that I spend a lot more time doing work, and I feel like the general vibes of the room just feels a lot more me. Having a space that I'm really happy to be in, it has been really great, and I love it. I would definitely encourage you to try something similar if you're looking to do this journey with me. I'm very excited to kick off this series and change my life, starting with $260 of debt. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the upcoming episodes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we learn about style and fashion together.